What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. We're at the 2025 PGA show and we're at the Flightscope booth. I'm here with Daniel Fitzpatrick and we've got some new hardware.
We sure do.
Let's just start, I guess, talking about the X3C, correct?
Yes.
C is for carbon.
That's correct. Yep.
So same, great hardware that you'd get in an X3, same data points and everything coming in an all new case. And is it actual carbon fiber?
It is. It's made of actual carbon fiber, which sheds about 1.5 pounds of weight from the last X3 version, which makes it more portable, a little easier to take on course, but then allows us to also get kind of cool with the back leg design, which can now be just popped off by one leg with the nice hydraulics there on the back.
Interesting.
So,
okay. Very cool.
Definitely a cooler look, new all plain white face. Just definitely brings the look up to 2025. It's really, really sleek and nice.
I like it. And then, of course, a lot of talk, Rangefinder. Flightscope's own Rangefinder. This is called the i4.
That's correct. Yep.
So this is all about integration of data. And I'm going to let you kind of, tell us all about it. We're going to grab that iPad, I know, and look at everything together. But just tell me kind of an overview of what this is doing.
Sure. So not only is it your standard rangefinder, it does distance and slope. It has the magnetized side on it so you can stick it to the golf cart while you're playing. It comes with a nice magnetized case if you want to pick it on your bag. So all of that standard stuff you're used to seeing on a rangefinder, it's there. The difference is that we're taking that another step. We're adding what's called basically your effective playing distance. So what we're doing is we're taking that data that you've gotten on your launch monitor and then you're putting it into the software so that way when you shoot a distance or a target on course, it gives you a club recommendation. It's literally like having a virtual caddy in your pocket every time you play golf.
Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess let's grab that iPad if you have that. Yep. Let's show them exactly how this works. And so if you're taking environmental factors into play like wind and everything, and that means because it's just connecting to your phone. Phone has the FS Golf app on it that's syncing to this. And is that a Bluetooth connection? It
is. It's a Bluetooth connection from the rangefinder to your phone or tablet. And that way it can sync and update the weather details as you're on the golf course automatically. So you don't have to do any additional calibrations. You shouldn't have to do any type of reconnections because anytime you get back close to your golf bag, if it's disconnected, automatically reconnects.
Nice part about Bluetooth.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit record really quick. And why don't you just kind of take me through the steps here. I see in the lower right we have Rangefinder.
Yep, so it's a new section of FS Golf. You'll see that it's asking for a rangefinder connection. So Jay, if you want to just go ahead and click that power button, you'll see that it automatically connected.
Light on it there, okay.
Yep, so that's the slope indication light. We're going to go ahead and just choose our location. We'll go ahead and do 32819.
The guys in the tournament would know if you got slope on, huh?
Yep,
that.
That's the whole purpose of that light. So that's a good point, Jay, is that this service that this provides is not conforming to play in tournaments. So we have to be able to indicate whether that's on or off.
Makes sense.
So now that we've got our location, we're going to choose how we're going to tell the rangefinder how far our golf clubs go. We have 3 options with this. Essentially, we can do what's called our AI smart gapping, which is going to be probably the most frequently used option. What you can do is you can choose how you want to do it, whether it's on some launch data or on your carry distance, and then what type of data you're used to seeing with your golf shots. If you know. If you don't know, you can just leave it at normal. After that, you'll just put in maybe even just one of your club recommendations. So let's go ahead and just put in our 7-iron distance here, Jay. How far do you hit a 7-iron?
Let's say an average is 175.
So we'll put 175 and click Save. And then we're going to go ahead and let AI complete and save the rest. So it's actually going to complete the other 13 clubs in the bag. I think you said you dropped a 5 wood for a 3 hybrid.
Yep.
The rest of it look about right.
Good memory.
Now your whole setup is complete. So this is actually going to be your yardages that it will suggest these clubs at when you shoot your targets.
So I'm not going to lie, guys. I was looking at this. I mean, this is close within reason. I mean, it does a very good job. Like, I'm looking at my 6-iron. That's about 185. My 5-iron, 195 to 200. I mean, even my 9-iron, it's a 145 club, 146. Correct. I mean, other than maybe some heavy draws or fades that might change distance. I mean,
exactly.
You got to pay attention to that, obviously.
But. Exactly. And if you don't want to utilize that feature, you can also just simply upload a session or do a session on your Flightscope. You can also, if you don't want to utilize that, if you have a different brand of launch monitor, you can actually just import your data from a CSV file.
You mentioned that. I think that that's pretty cool. So, I mean, you guys aren't forcing someone to have the Flightscope unit in order to maximize the rangefinder capability. So
Correct.
I appreciate that.
And what's nice too is that once you've got that set up, it was pretty quick and easy. Now you're ready to go. You can actually just start shooting distances on course, and inside your viewfinder, you're going to see what you see on that big banner behind us, which is all of those, all that information, basically in your viewfinder.
Power button is
power button. Yep.
That's awesome.
So it's going to give you a club recommendation, and then also now that you've got that club recommendation, the button in front, go ahead and click that one at a time. What that's going to do is it's going to adjust that wind direction, and it's going to update your expected distance there as you change the wind direction.
Interesting.
So what that does is it allows you to not have to calibrate which direction, like you're facing off of a tee box or anything with your phone.
Yeah.
The whole experience with this is to connect it, be able to put your phone or tablet away, and just play golf.
Yeah.
And the ability of doing that without having to be an additional thing that you have to worry about while you're golfing. It's meant to be a tool and something that can help you shoot better scores.
That's really interesting. And then before we go, last year we talked about Badger AI but didn't show it. But it was in a beta, I want to say, and now it's being released to the public here in a few weeks, I want to say?
Yes. So we're targeting around the 14th, 15th of February to release the Badger AI, as well as the planning tool and these rangefinder capabilities on the app. Okay. So it's going to be a pretty big software release when that does come out here in a few weeks.
I'm going to let you guys show us how this works on the iPad.
But yeah, definitely. So as far as Badger AI, you see that you'll have this floating tool around that you can pick from anywhere. Yeah. Once you open it, it's very simple to a simple chat box. We have a lot of recommendations in case you're kind of new to golf or not sure kind of what should I ask it. So even if we just click one of the prompts that's already there, it's going to extrapolate information and then go ahead and give you its answer. Now the difference with this is that the more information you provide to it, the better the answer is going to be.
That's AI.
So
it's only as good as what you input, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you're in the middle of a session, you can say, "Hey, I just hit 10 drivers and I have this shaft in it. Is there a better shaft on the market that would suit my game better?" And it will actually pull down shaft recommendations that you should try. So from a club fitting or teaching scenario, it actually can be an assistant tool to that club fitter to narrow down a lot of the options.
Trying to get that the best I can for you guys, but yeah, look at that. Talking about kick point, all kinds of stuff. I mean, that is basically endless then? I mean,
exactly. Yeah, and again, but it's all depicted of what you put into it.
And you guys have already preloaded this AI with tons of golf-centric, stuff. So it's not, you're not out there trying to really train it on that side of things. Right. It's more or less what you're going for, and that's what you need to properly input.
Well, and the beauty of it is, like most AI things, is that it evolves kind of automatically. So once we've got all this database and it continues to grow, these answers will populate faster. They'll become even more extravagant, more in depth. So this is just the beginning at the end of the day.
That's very cool. Very cool. Thank you for taking the time, guys. This has been an awesome showcase of what's going on at the Flightscope booth at the 2025 PGA show. Make sure you stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming soon.